You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a makeup tutorial of a look that I love when I'm going out. It is a super glam, lashes, highlight, amazing full coverage routine. I hope you guys really enjoy it. It is my first video, so please be kind. My first makeup video, so please be kind. Products will be linked below. Just a disclosure before this video starts, I am not a makeup artist. I have had no need to know training. I just love makeup, and I have watched many a YouTube video over the years, and I thought I would do one myself. So if you want to see how to get this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, so first things first, when I'm doing my makeup, I put on a makeup headband just to keep my hair out of my face. Before this, I have cleansed my face with Dermalogica cleanser, and I've also put on my Dermalogica moisturizer to prep my face before this. Then I go in with the Tarte's Brighter Days. It's like a highlighting strobing moisturizer, and I just put this over my face because I like a bit more of a glow. Already you can see that just like really lumifies your skin, and I find it just makes it look super like healthy and just really lumified and pretty. Gives it a nice glow. Then I'm going to be using the Pore Professional by Benefit, and I'm going to be putting that in my T-zone so that my makeup lasts all night without getting oily. And my skin's a bit of a combination, so I tend to get oily in my T-zone, but then I'm a little bit drier on the edges, so that's why I use a bit of a combination. Okay, today I think I'm going to be doing my eyes first, just because the look is a little bit smoky and there could be a little bit of fallout. So I'm going to start with my eyes first. Keep in mind I have not done my eyebrows yet, so this is Hannah's real eyebrows. Shocking. I might just brush them out because I can't even stand looking at them right now. Brush what out? A lot of you will say. Yes, I know I have no eyebrows. Cool, so I'm going to start with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm in the color Light Sand, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid to prep for the eyeshadow. I look so scared right now. And the way I blend that out is just with a damp beauty blender. I'm just gonna get my translucent powder by Mercier, and I'm just gonna set those eyelids just a tiny bit because I don't want any creasing with this look, especially because we're doing a bit of a crease cut. So just gonna powder that. Cool. Now, first thing I do, the palette I'm going to be using for today is super well known. I'm sure a lot of you know it. It's called Tarte In Bloom. I'm obsessed with this palette. I use it for everyday stuff. It's like, so you can see I've used this color quite a bit, but it's just really natural shades. They're quite warm shades. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of Charmer and Flower Child, just all over the lid with a fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm going to be going in with a sort of tapered fluffy brush like this one. I can't remember where I got this one. I think it was a Sigma brush. I have a lot of Sigma brushes. And I'm going to be going in with Smarty Pants in the crease, and sort of working that in as a what do you call it? Transition shade. Yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna put that in the crease. And I'm just gonna sweep it up from the corner because my eyes are very round, so I like to give it a little bit of a sweeping motion. Just like cut it out a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush, blending brush, and I'm just going to soften up and blend out any harsh lines. I mean, you're going to be going in with that brush a lot, but already you can see the transition shade. It's really hard because I'm trying to look in the mirror, but then also show you guys what I do. And again, sweep it up a little bit from the corner. And just make sure they're like even in the amount of eyeshadow that you have on each, even in depth and color. I also think it's really important not to put too much product on your brush at a time, and this is a look that you've got to sort of like gradually add the darker colors, because we are going to be doing a crease cut, so the outside is just mostly for definition of the eye, so it's, you don't want to put too much on and you just want to build it up super slowly. Next I use the same brush and I go in with a slightly darker color, so I'm going to be using Jet Setter, which is this shade here. And I'm going to be focusing that on the outer crease. Just again to build up that color. And blending that. And same to the other eye. Good thing about this look is you only really use a handful of brushes, so if you don't have a lot of brushes, don't worry. Like I have a lot now, but I found that I built it up over time, which is probably why I can never tell you where these brushes are from. But it is something you really build up over time. My favorite brushes, I'd have to say, are the Zoeva ones. I really want to get a set of them. Back in with the blending brush, just to, again, get rid of any harsh lines. I really want to get those brushes, but in the past I've bought Sigma brushes, and they're a lot cheaper, but they're just as good. And they're really good if you're just learning. So next we're going to go in a slightly bit darker because we are building up the color in the crease. Yeah, I'm going to go in with the same brush just to keep that fluffiness and so it's not so dark. I'm going to go in with Leader, which is quite a bit darker. So like a chocolate brown. And what I do is I tap the brush in it, tap off the excess, and I slowly put it in the crease. Because you want to add color super slowly so that you don't have so much on your eye. I know when I was learning, especially doing a dark smoky eye, I put way too much on at once and I'd blend it and it would be up to here and I was like, ugh. And then you just cry and then you just look a panda and then you end up just not leaving the house, if you were me. So again to the other side. And if you can see, we are slowly building up our colors and it's well blended and seamless and beautiful. And the boy's gonna be like, girl, look at your eyes. And you're gonna be like, girl, so pretty. Oh, I get so crazy when I do makeup. So just buff that out. And really just blend it out. And then we're gonna go in with a buffer brush.
Watch me rockin' if I can't stop.
And then we're gonna go really darker, and this is the final shade. We're gonna be going in with Smoke Show, which is like a black shade. It's like, it's got a little bit of chocolate in it, but it's mostly really quite dark and pigmented. And again, same thing, dab, 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 tap, tap, tap. And I like to start from the very corner of my eye and slowly, but sort of keep it in the same spot and blend it. Don't move it around a lot. Just. And again, this is just techniques that I've learned by just trying things on myself. Like growing up, I loved makeup of like always, so I would just sit down even if I was just super bored and just practice and try different things, and it's whatever works for you really. A lot of people think, oh, like especially my foundation routine, it is, and again to the same other eye, it is quite full coverage and it is quite glam, the looks I do, and a lot of people I know will be like, ooh, no, don't like that, and that's okay. I mean, just change things to what you like for your own skin and change for what you think looks good on you. This look is super cute. Like, I reckon you could even leave it like here and put a wing eyeliner on it, or you know, if you don't want that full glam eye that I'm about to do. But this is just like a go-to look that I do when I want to go out and I want to look really good. And so slowly add the dark a little bit more, and again super blend it, and you want to add it a little bit more in the eye, in the crease, and take it up a tiny bit at a time to blend it out. Then we're using this blending brush just to get rid of any harsh lines. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with Charmer, which is the lightest color, just on my fluffy I keep saying that wrong, fluffy blending brush. You're just going to sweep that under the brow, on your brow bone, and this just ties it in and softens it up around that area. It's going to look like that. We're going to go in with the crease cut, and to do that I'm going to be using, I love these products, a Stila, it's like a cream eyeshadow sort of thing, Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow, and they're amazing. And this is the metallic range. I also have a glittery one that I really love, and they're super easy to use. So this is called Kitten, and it comes like this, like it looks almost like a lipstick or like a lip balm, and it's, I don't apply it with the actual thing, but you could if you wanted to. So to put that on, I don't think I'm super weird, but this is literally just an Urban Decay makeup brush. I think I got it with one of the kits, but it just has a really tapered end like that, and I find it's really good for getting in there and creating that arch that you need. So what I do is I grab this and I put some of it on the end, and you're gonna start with the inner corner and slowly create that crease cut. I'd say like it's good to go like this and sort of see, and then put it down a little bit so you can like move it up. I think I need it a little bit close up there. And then I sort of just taper it out on the ends, and I just sort of, so I don't know if you can see that, just sort of fade it out, because we are going to be adding some shadow there. So that's the first eye done. That's how it's gonna look. Looks a bit weird now, I know, but hey guys, sorry about that, my battery died. But that's sort of how I do the crease, and then we're gonna go back in with that brush that we used for all the creases. I'm gonna go back in with Lauder, which is this shade here. And we're just going to try and blend out that edge. So I'm just putting a bit of shadow over it and just making it so that it fades into the dark as opposed to just the foil color just ending. And then we're going to go in with Smoke Show again, the darkest shade, and put that over the top. You're just sort of darkening up the outer edge again. And it's not that hard, like I just sort of brush it on the edge of the thing so it's more, I don't know how to describe it, seamless. And then same to the other side. Just so it looks like it fades into that instead of like ends abruptly. Like my battery dying. Which is just great. And as I said before, like I just sort of add a little bit more darkness later on because you can sort of see more what's going on. And then we're going to use our fluffy blending brush one more time just to blend out any harsh lines for the last time, I promise. Like that. So for foundation today, I'm going to be using Estee Lauder Double Wear. I'm in the color Cashew because I've had a spray tan. But let's be honest, you'll never catch me without spray tan. I'm being really unsanitary and use my hands, but whatever. My hands are clean, so. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it on the back of my hand because it's being really difficult. I'll show you. Oh, maybe it's a bit much. And I use my beauty blender again. And I just stipple that over the face. I love this foundation. A friend recommended it to me. Well, two did. Maddie Barlow and Sarah. Shout out. And I love it. It's so nice because it's quite, sorry, this looks so orange, but I promise when I use concealers and stuff it looks quite good in the end. Yeah, because I was using the Huda Beauty foundation and I found it was just super drying, and I don't know, I'm not like, I like it looking more matte, but I like a little bit of a glow, and I just found that it didn't give me much of a glow. So I'm just going to take that down my neck to blend it. Again, my allergy spot. It's not a hickey, don't get excited. We're going to go on our ears. And it's just so nice because it's still like, I don't know, it's like full coverage, but then it's got a sheen on it, and I just, I bought the Giorgio Armani foundation because I use that for like every day, just because it's quite light. And I find myself picking up this every time, which is just really frustrating because Giorgio Armani is super expensive, the Luminous foundation. Luminous Silk, and I'm obsessed with this Double Wear. I find it's really good. Anyway, and then I sort of just like correct any edges with the foundation, but we'll go back in and do that with, oh, does anyone know how hard it is for a blonde to get so close to your hairline but not in your hair? It's times like this I wish I was brunette again. Oh, it's so tricky.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it.
For blended, I'm going to be going in with, almost, let me just blend a little bit more. Okay, all right, stop Hannah. Next I'm going to be going in with some contouring, and I always do my dark contour first and then I go with the light over the top, and I'm going to be using the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I'm pretty sure these only come in one shade. Yeah, they do. Okay, cool. So it's like this. It's pretty easy to use, and I put it around my hairline. Like that. I put it down the bridge of my nose, around my lips to make them look plumper, like that. I go down my jawline, and of course down the cheekbones, like that. It depends what shape. I always think like, do whatever is best for your face shape, because I have a very round face, and I have extremely huge cheeks like a chipmunk, so I tend to try and make this as skinny as I can and my jawline really defined, whereas my forehead isn't like, I don't have a big forehead, it's just like an average forehead, so I just put it around there just for some added bronze. And then I'm going to be going in with, this is a Zoeva brush, and it's a face shape one, so it's sort of like this, and it's oh, there's fluff on it, and it's like tapered. And I start with my forehead, and I light with a really super light hand, because you don't really need to blend this Huda Beauty in too much. It's quite creamy. I'm just Just gonna blend that in. See how your eyes look more normal now because you have foundation on? It's crazy. When you have a bare face and you do eye looks, I'm like, but then it looks better. I don't know why this lighting's looking like this is heaps lighter. It's not. Oh my god, the lighting just turned off. Like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, next we're going to go in with a combination of concealers. So I'm going to go back with my Tarte shape for under my eyes because it's a little bit lighter and I like it to look lighter. And we're going to be using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And I use that for everywhere else around. So we'll start with the Vanilla. So I put it in between my brows, down my nose, a little bit above my lip, Cupid's bow. Go ahead and I do my chin. It looks crazy. And I blend that out with a beauty blender. And that's the side obviously I use foundation, so I use this side. Love concealer. I feel like concealer makes the biggest difference, especially if you don't want your face, like, I just think you need concealer, otherwise your face all looks like one color, sort of like it's not as defined. Then we're going to be going in with the Tarte Tape Shape in Light Sand, and I'm putting this under my eyes. Oh my god, how is my like mouth open the entire video? I'm gonna look like an idiot. Anyway, under the eyes, looking crazy. Go back in with your beauty blender, and this stuff really like moves around your face, so I try to really, I think that's a mosquito bite, it's really annoying, so I just stipple it and really press it in the skin in the areas I want, and I sort of bring it up there on the cheekbone to define it. Don't worry, it's not gonna look this crazy. And as you can see, it's just super, like, this foundation is amazing. Tied in with these concealers, it just looks super flawless and creamy, and I die. Then we're going to be going in with the Mercier powder, translucent one, to set it. And you're going to get the beauty blender. And I do something a little bit different. So instead of like leaving a huge amount on your face and like baking, I get a tiny bit and I sort of press it in the skin. So it sets it, but it doesn't leave this film. Because I find when I used to brush off that film, it would leave like streaks because some of the foundation would come away from it. So you just want to press that in so you can see that's not shiny anymore. And really set that in and press it into the skin. And the same for the chin. Anywhere you put concealer really is what you want to do. Okay, so next step is I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. So I'll do that off camera and I'll see you guys soon. I'm back. I just got finished doing my eyebrows. If you guys want a eyebrow tutorial, I'm happy to do one. What I use for my eyebrows is the Anastasia Pombe in the color taupe, and I also use their brow gel, clear brow gel, and I use, I'm really Anastasia fan, I use their brow brush, which is a tiny thing like this, and I use a Sigma angled brown E75 to clean up with foundation for underneath the brows after. So now that our brows are done, we're gonna go back in and finish our eyes quickly. So I'm going to be using again that brush again, and we're going to go in with Leader and Smoke Show. So again, just to remind you, is this this color and this color, and a mixture of them, and tap tap tap, and we're going to be putting them just underneath the lash line, just really lightly, just to give it a little bit of color and tie it in with the top of our eyes. And I just brush that up into the eye like that.
You better grab that tambourine.
And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Bad Girl Bang, and I love this, it's amazing. And you're going to be adding that on the top lashes as well as the bottom. Sorry, my mirror is in the shot. You don't have to put like heaps on. Well, it depends, like if you don't want to put lashes on, this is where the eyes sort of end. Unless you want, you can do liner, but I like it to look more lid space, and especially because you're doing a crease cut. And then what was I saying? I can't remember. Anyway, after this I'm going to be putting on lashes because I like it to look super duper glam. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, and you can sort of leave the eyes like this just with some mascara, which is super pretty too. Now we're gonna let that mascara dry before we put our lashes on, because I like to save my lashes and I don't want to get mascara on them. So next we're gonna be going in with powdered contour. For powdered contour, I'm gonna be using Hoola by Benefit, and I also use the Hoola by Benefit brush. I find this is amazing. So first of all, I tap off the excess of it, put it on, tap it off, put it on, tap it off. I go around my forehead, so everywhere you sort of contoured with the cream, you want to go over with the powder to give it some color and some definition. And I have a super light hand when I'm bronzing, because you don't want it to look super harsh. You want it to look quite airbrushed and like, yeah, these cheekbones just happen, boo. So we're gonna go like that.
Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my true love.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the brush and I'm gonna squeeze it so that it's like this, and get the bronzer and put it right at the top of your cheekbone. Like that, so you can see the difference, how much more sharper this is than this side. And you go over and do the other side, and this just makes you look a little bit more contoured, and it really defines your cheekbones a little bit more. So next we're going to be going in with blush, and oh, itchy nose. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love this blush, and Maddie showed me this blush because I felt like a lot of blushes didn't come off on my cheeks enough, they weren't showing enough, and I was like, bitch, give me some color, because like I'm looking really dull over here. So this is First Date. It's called N28. It's just Sephora colorful blush, cheap, amazing, great. So I get this, and I get just a blush brush, whatever. I do the same as every other powder. I put some on, I tap some off, put some on, I tap some off. And you want to add it to the cheeks and then sort of airbrush it up. Then to really buffer it in, I'm going to get a huge fluffy brush. This is a Crown Pro. I think I got it from Beauty Expo, C518. And I just tap it and sort of blend it into the skin a little bit more, just so it looks more natural, because everything on my face is natural. So just blend that in a little bit. Next is my favorite highlight. So I'm going to be using my favorite highlighter of all time, the Jeffery Star. Love his stuff. Love you, Jeffery. If you ever watch my videos, I doubt you ever will, but I'm a huge fan. And this is Skin Frost in Princess Colt. As you can see, I'm really a hit fan. I'm a big fan of highlighter. So it's just a really pretty soft pink. So I get a big fan brush like this. This is a Sedona Lace in FB01. And I put on the brush, and what I do is I start with the tip of my nose and the bridge. And I go up it just so it looks cute and like Rudolphy. And then I go to the little top of my lip. And of course on them cheekbones. Like this is like, oh my god. Obsessed. Glow to the cows come home.
You better turn up.
Just keep adding. And then I just put it above my arch, I guess. I don't know. What do you call that? Like the peaks of your forehead? And that's so pretty. So we're gonna go in with our matte prep and prime. This is actually the rose spray. The rose one, I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna spray our face. Oh, it feels so good. I spray a lot because I'm chitter. And we're gonna fan. And look how glowy it makes you. I mean, you're not gonna be this shiny. It will like fully like hitting my mirror. Hello. And then for lashes, I'm gonna be putting on my favorite, the Lilly lashes. This is in the style Miami. I'll just open up the box so you guys can see them. They're amazing. They are quite large. I mean, but I like more of a full-on look. I mean, you can put something smaller on, whatever you want to put on. So I'm going to do my eyelashes off camera and I'll be back in a minute. Hi guys, so now we have our eyelashes on. As you can see, they're very dramatic. They're still drying a little bit, but they're on. The final step is lips. Now for this look, I think the eyes are quite dramatic, so you should go for more of a nude look lip. For a nude lip, but it's up to you guys. What I really love is this Tarte In lip paint by Tarte. This is in the shade Salty. I'm obsessed with it. I think it looks really good. So I'm not going to be using a lip liner today, only because I did sort of line them with the contour. And I want it to look quite natural, the lips. Because the eyes are quite bright. I just think this is the nicest nude. Like, that's so nice. There we go. And this is the finished look. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will list all the products I used today down below. Also, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And comment if you want me to do any more of these makeup videos. I think the next one I'm going to do is more of like an everyday look, because this is quite a glam look. Or if you see a certain look on my Instagram that you want me to copy, I'm happy to do it. Just let me know. And thank you guys so much. I hope you really enjoyed this video.